Cougars, Cora Castellani hits a double. Abby Call crushes one deep to left. That ball is gone. Home run, Valley View, 2-0. Haley Copanetti wins, fires. Strike three! That's her weight strike out of the game. Ava Hazelton dealing today. Another ground out, she's done it, a no-hitter. Holy Cross, Ava Schmidt get 10 strikeout. Win league championship over Mid-Valley. Lakeland's Cameron and near steal second. She saved Abington's Adriana Conrad rounds the bases after a home run. Wow, what a hit! And Kate Reynolds rips one into the gap. She's flying around second, heading for third. Triple for Riverside. Cross the diamonds of Northeastern Pennsylvania, where River East run deep, where championship dreams are built, and the next generation of softball stars rise. This is where the stories are told. From walk-off wins to dominant pitchers, to the players rewriting the record books. From Division I battles with Valley View, Abington Heights, and North Pocono, to Division II powerhouses like Holy Cross and Mid-Valley, to the Division III contenders fighting every inning, Elk Lake, Blue Ridge, Montrose, and beyond. This is the show that brings the energy, the highlights, and the voices of the game. Hosted by Jarek Yurkanin. Quick ball, powered by Agape LLC. This is NEPA Chronicles.
Welcome to the Hair Mary Show. We have another exciting episode, and this time we have Eva Kane from Abington Heights. Hi, Ava.
Hi.
How's your morning going so far?
It's going great. How was yours?
Really good. I'm outside. It's warming up a little bit more than, it was earlier. I came out here about an hour ago to do another interview, and the sun's just shining on me, but a little cold for softball.
Yeah, it's nice to see some sun, though.
Yeah, that's for sure. But before we get started, I'd like to thank our sponsors. I'd like to thank Andy's Pizza on Main Street, Peckfair, Pennsylvania. If you like pizza, check out Andy's Pizza. And then Tasty Freeze Ice Cream on Scranton Carpenter Highway in Eining. Want some ice cream? Stop there. And Ava, did you ever have Andy's Pizza?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good pizza. It really is. I know they happen to be my sponsor, but they really are good pizza. But yeah, so it is May 3rd. It's about 11 o'clock. So Ava, you had 2 games yesterday. You went up there for a tournament. Last week it was postponed because of the rain. And talk about the games yesterday.
Yeah, the games, we played 2 really good games. We went in with a lot of energy. We were excited to get these games in. It's always a great memory that we have from past years. So we have so much fun going to this tournament. We played 2 good teams yesterday. We came out with a lot of energy. We ended up winning both games, which was super exciting. We had some great hits, couple home runs, great plays in the field. We had 2 really good games.
If I'm correct, let me check here. I think somebody hit a big home run yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, you hit it. Yeah, yesterday you won 12-0, and then you won 13-0.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the better teams backed out.
Yeah, I think we were supposed to play different games or different teams last weekend. But we saw some good pitching yesterday.
That's good. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, when you play good teams, it's kind of, if it makes sense, exposes you, right?
Mhm.
So you
Yeah.
play good teams, you really get to determine who you are as a team.
Yeah, we like seeing different pitchers, that's why we go up to New York for this tournament. We like playing different teams, seeing different pitchers, having like a different kind of game than the same teams that we play back home.
And what I've seen is what I mentioned when we were talking earlier. It's not that these teams ain't good. they are probably pretty good teams.
Hmm.
It's that Abington is playing a high level of softball, and you have players backing up each other on the field. Like yesterday, um, your third baseman would stop the ball, went between her legs. Shortstop was right behind her and threw it. I never seen that before. And I mean, my second year covering softball, I've been to some games. I don't know how much I pay attention, but sometimes I am writing the article there, getting started. But I never seen that before, and that's the type of softball I like to see. And the outfielders backing up each other, communicating. I seen the catcher, the ball was thrown to first base. She quickly got up and ran for the ball, and that the girl on first base could not advance um, to second. So everything seems to be clicking for Abington. So I've seen it before in soap pitch with my teams. When everything's clicking, everything's going right, and a team's doing what they're supposed to be doing, those teams are tough to beat.
Yeah, we've been working on that at practice, communication, backing each other up. You never know what's gonna happen in a game, so we have to be ready for everything. So everybody's going to the ball. Everyone has to be where they're supposed to be to make the play and get the out.
And that's what I enjoy the most about watching Abington softball this year. Is exactly I watched more of their games than some others. I watch on Game Changer. Just excited about the program this year. Is because of all that. Like it's fun watching good softball.
Yeah, we like being there for our teammates, cheering each other on, and always backing us up, getting the out.
So I want to go a couple days back. You had a big win over Valley View, 12-0. That was kind of unexpected. Talk about that game, and you had a home run, I believe, in that game too.
Yes, I did have a home run. That was a really good game, though. We came in with so much energy. Valley View is a really good team. They have
Yes,
some really strong pitchers, good hitters. They're just a good team all around. But we came in with so much energy. We knew we needed to play our best, put the bat on the ball, score runs. Everybody needed to get on base and make the plays. So it was a super exciting game. We had some big hits, some big plays to win it.
and it was sort of rainy out when you
Hmm.
sir played, but yeah, Valley View, they're still a good team. Abby Call, I think originally was supposed to be a starting pitcher, I think this year, and things just didn't go as planned. And I just think there's a team dynamic going on in their heads that something's going on. Because I don't think they're where they're supposed to be, if that makes sense. And the expectation I had at that they could make a run to the state title game again. And I don't know if they're going to win their district. I live in the Valley View area. Originally, Lakeland graduated, 2002 I graduated. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's gonna, but still, doesn't matter. Abington beat
Hmm.
them 12-0 against last year's 4A state champs, and they have 7 players on the team from last year's starting depth chart, and so that was a pretty big win. And to do that to a quality team like that, that says a lot about Abington's softball program this year. You had what, four home runs? I think the team did.
Yeah, we did. 4 or 5, really, I think.
When your team and batters start clicking, talk about that. Good things seem to happen.
Yeah, so once one person hits, everybody hits. We all follow our at bats. So we kind of keep a rally going. Once we start the rally, we try not to stop, but we can't kill the energy. We keep our energy high. So once one person hits, it kind of is like a chain reaction. Everybody on the team hits through our whole lineup. We have a really strong lineup this year, and everybody can hit, and there's so much confidence in everybody to go up there, smash the ball, get on base, and score.
Talk about that energy in the dugout.
Oh yeah, we have so much energy in the dugout. That's one of our biggest things as a team is to be as loud as possible, be so consistent with our energy. Once there's energy in the dugout, it translates to our plays on the field. Like when there's energy in the dugout, we have energy on the field. We want to make the plays. We want to run after the ball, have the best at bats that we can, and keep the energy going and the momentum for our team.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. I think cheering on your team is definitely very important. You know, that's definitely true. Trying to look for something here. How's your season going so far as a player and as a batter?
I think our season it's going pretty well so far.
Your performance.
Yeah, I mean there's always things I can do better. I'm still working on my hitting, still plays that I need to make in the field. But overall, I think I've been doing pretty well. I've been pretty consistent, getting better as the season is going. Hopefully I can keep that up, keep making the plays, keep getting on base like I have been in the past couple of games.
When this is going to be a little bit different question. Avery Brister, she is having a really great season, and she, in my opinion, and it's not even an opinion. I know her stats went batting average went down a little bit yesterday, and but she, I think, was one of the leading, one of the best batting averages in District Two. She still probably does.
Yeah, she's doing great right now. She's super consistent at the plate. Has one of the highest, or if not the highest, on our team. She's been getting on base almost every at bat, scoring, having RBIs, hits. She's had a bunch of home runs this season, which is also amazing. She's really grown as a player, and she's doing so good.
Yeah, I was kind of mind boggled last week when she was on my show, and she said, and I learned finally, was talking to her dad yesterday, that she's kind of late in recruiting, getting out there. But like I again live in the Valley View community. I've interviewed many of their D1 players last year and this year. Abby Carr, Callie Kowalski last year was at Penn State. Taylor Carley was at Bimington. So I kind of see a standard in the stats and everything that kind of is in a D1 player. And like
Mhm.
in their batting averages, and it's not that she's just batting. I think she was like close to 700 before yesterday. She was at, and it's not that she's just batting and you're playing easy teams. That really
Mhm.
caught my attention is she seems to step up in big games against very good teams. Is when she plays her best.
Mhm. Yeah, we have a lot of great pitching that we have seen and faced, and she's still consistent with the great pitchers that we've seen. Like, she gets on base almost every single time, a hit almost every single time. She's doing really good. And even against the teams where we have seen like not as great pitching, she's still getting on base and performing super well.
Yeah, somebody mentioned D2 maybe, and I'm like again, in my opinion, I think she's D1 material. I really do.
I
I know.
think she is too. She's a
Yeah, I mean,
great player.
yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, there's some schools that have D1 players that they never caught my eye, but yet they're going to D1. Like even the fielding was not didn't really catch my eye. The batting average is nothing special, but her she's way above. So yeah, it's kind of frustrating for me because like she is really good, and she's probably one of the, I would say besides Abby Caldwell, she's definitely one of the better players in District Two besides Hannah Shapango, and she's going
Yeah.
D1. So yeah, it's a little bit like surprising to me. Okay,
Hmm. Yeah,
so it
she's a good player and she deserves.
boggles my mind. So, but we're continuing on. What game did you enjoy the most playing this year? Like before? What was the game that you enjoyed playing in the most this year?
There's a couple good games that I really enjoyed. We had our first game against Emmaus. We played 11 innings, which was a super exciting game. We were back and forth the whole game. We had some good hits and plays in the field. I think we had two double plays, maybe. It was super exciting. But also North Pocono playing that game at their home field. We had so much energy going into that game. We knew that we wanted to win. We wanted um, to get all the hits on base, scores as many runs as possible, and then Valley View too. So just playing these like really good teams with really great pitching, good players all around, are the most exciting, fun games for us.
Do you enjoy playing more competitive games or do you rather playing in blowout games?
No, I much rather play in more competitive games. That's how I get better, how we get better as a team. We see different situations in the field, and it forces us to make clean plays, have as many at bats and hits as we can. It's better for us to play the best teams that we can and get like better, get like get our skill work better and everything.
Yeah, and again, it doesn't mean these teams you're playing aren't good teams. It's just
Mm-mm.
Abington Heights, as I said earlier on this show, is everything's just clicking for them as a team in the fielding and batting. And when a team's on fire and doing everything it's supposed to be doing, it's tough to stop them, you know? And it sucks to be on the other side of the dugout, unfortunately, but you're just doing everything you're supposed to do, and that's why you're so good. And it's awesome. But you should be able to win. Looking at your schedule, you should be able to, no doubt about it. Obviously, you can't take any team for granted, but you definitely should be able to win the rest of your games. I think you you definitely should be able to win District 2 championship and hopefully make a state run.
Yeah, we hope. We can't, like you said, we can't take any team for granted. There's
Yeah.
a bunch of good teams in our league, and we
Mhm.
even saw it last year too. We can't take any team for granted, and we need to play our best performance in every single game from now until the end of our season, which is hopefully far. We want to go far this year.
Mhm.
But yeah, we got to take one game at a time, one play at a time, one at bat at a time, and play our best. Hopefully, no errors, keep our season strong.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you're not playing. You don't. Your goal, your team's goal, and your coach's goal is not to play against easier teams. Your goal is to play against tougher competition. That's why you went to New York. That's why you played Freedom from the Allentown area. Talk about that game.
That was a big game. Freedom is a really good team. They have good pitching. We we had to get some hits that we and get on base. We needed more runs, but yeah, they were a good team. We like playing teams like that, games like that, where we can get our team together, get put in situations that are a little harder than we have seen. But yeah, it's good to play teams like Freedom.
Yeah, Freedom. Again, I never went back to check, but I think they were in the state championship last year. Were they or no?
I'm not sure. I haven't looked either, but they're a good team.
Yeah, they're a very good team. I've been following them since you played them. I actually had their picture on there last week. She was fun to talk with Madison Bixler.
Yeah, she's really good.
Yeah, she was on it. She was a little nervous. I learned from her, but she talked, and it was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, playing those games, those big games, those against very good teams, and they're one of the top teams in the Allentown area. They really are. I don't know where
Yeah.
exactly where they're ranked, but they might be number one or number two in their conference right now, and
Mhm.
they're clicking. They're clicking. They beat a team from New Jersey this week, so that's
Yeah,
not
they're a
a.
good team.
You could talk.
They're a good team, yeah. I'm happy we got to play them, got the chance to play a high-level team like that.
Yeah, and to win 4-3, that was definitely a big win. So, kind of shows you who you are when you play teams like that.
Yep,
So, I got some questions for you here. We're probably going to always end up going a little bit longer. It all depends how things are going. So, if you're fine with that,
that's
um,
okay.
you're hitting 500 right now. I think you're second best on the team. It's pretty good. What's been clicking for you at the plate this season?
I've just been going up there trying to be as aggressive as I can. I have gotten better as the season has been going on, but I'm just looking for a pitch close in the zone that I can drive. Anything, especially as a leadoff batter, you have to be aggressive. Like the first at bat of the game, if you're away or home, even you need to get on base, be aggressive. So I'm just looking for a pitch I can drive, any way to get on base and help my teammate.
Definitely important stuff there. You scored 24 runs already. Do you take more pride in getting on base or driving in runs?
I think both are so important. As leadoff batter, I have so many strong hitters behind me. So if I get on base, I know that they are going to drive me in. But if it's not the top, if I'm not the first batter, then and I can hit runs in if there are people on base in front of me, I think that's so important too. Any way that we can score, whether it's me hitting in runs or other teammates hitting me in, both are so important to the game.
I think that's what makes obviously Abington Heights is playing top level softball. And as what you just said, you trust your teammates behind you. And anyone could say that. I love you too, Micah.
Hi.
Say hi.
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 Ask her how her softball season's going.
For Valley View?
No, for Abington.
How's it going?
Our season's going really good so far. We have some good wins.
Yes. Yes, I had told you Cora Castellani is my favorite. You said she's the good player.
She is. She's a really good player for Valley View.
Yeah.
What grade, Dara? What grade you're in?
First grade
Where do you go to school?
in Valley View Elementary School in Peckville, Pennsylvania. It's a Main Street.
It's a good
Cool.
school.
All right, say bye.
Bye.
Bye, Ava.
Bye, Ava.
Bye.
Okay, I got to watch Peppa Pig.
What adjustments have you made from last season to take your game to this level?
Yeah, so personally, I've been, like I said before, more aggressive at the plate. I'm looking for any pitch that I can drive. And I've moved from the end of the lineup to the beginning of the lineup. So I just try to get on base, do whatever I can for my team. But as a team, we have strengthened our fundamentals and we have come in with like knowing that we need to play our best for every single game.
I noticed several of your players have played on travel teams in the past, like Impact Panthers. I know several of their coaches that I talked to. How has that helped you? Did you play on Impact Panthers?
I did. I do not play for them anymore, but I did
Yeah.
play on Impact Panthers.
How do you think like playing on that type of travel team has helped you and prepared you for like playing on Abington, like playing varsity ball?
Yeah, competitive softball, especially playing all year round. Like I know travel teams, especially for my team, we practice all year round. So it's so important. And you get to you get to go to big tournaments all around the country, play some big teams with great pitching. I think it does strengthen us individually as players, and we can bring all of what we've learned and all of like how we have grown to the game to like every player brings a different part to our game and we get so much better every single year.
I know a coach, long time coach, obviously in basketball. Not going to mention his name. Coaching probably like 45 years in the area. Great coach. You know, as a head coach of any team in a public school or a private school, doesn't matter. You know, there's a risk of players getting injured playing in travel ball. So when regular season comes in the school, they may be injured, and a lot of coaches don't like that. So there's some people aren't too much of a fan of travel ball, but for me, everything I've seen, I understand why some coaches could be frustrated if someone's getting injured playing travel ball, and then they can play or at least out a couple games when the regular season comes for high school ball. But I understand that. But I came to realize some of the best players in the area and probably the state, a lot of them play travel ball.
Yeah, I think travel ball is super important. Just getting like the school season's only so long, it's only the spring. So having the whole summer to play with some other teammates, seeing different teams, different pitching, different situations. I think it's super important to continue playing the sport, especially like I love the sport so much that I like couldn't stop. I just need to be playing all the time, have as many games as possible as many practices as possible. So I love travel. I love playing over the summer and with my teammates, going to big tournaments and getting so much better.
What do you enjoy the most? I mean, you played on obviously several teams throughout your career, and I would imagine this year, well, you're having obviously a great season. Last year you did too, but this year seems to be really, really special. What do you enjoy the most about this year's team?
I think this year's team, we have a great connection. Everybody is friends with everybody. We're all so close. We've been playing together for so long. So I think just having that connection, we have such a great team bond. We do different things. Like after practice, we'll go get ice cream or we'll do something together. We're all friends. We love being around each other and playing with each other.
That's definitely important in bonding, getting to know each other personally, and then when you're on the field, you trust each other. And I wanted to mention this earlier. I think trust is very important. I remember, again, this is my personal experience. I think it was 2024. I actually, after I left being like the head coach or whatever of a team, I actually helped out another team as more like a stat keeper, assistant coach. They asked me, the head coach there, or whatever, and so pitch. And I remember that they were having a good season. We were winning some games, close games. Remember in playoffs, I felt like everybody was clicking. Like they weren't very good players. They weren't the best players. They weren't like the type of players I had on my teams, right? But they were getting on base. And I felt like it was so important when everybody's clicking and you could trust everybody behind you. I remember this one player it was in his mid-30s. Some reason he wasn't fast at all, but he tries to advance, going to second base, third base, and he's kind of throwing out. And I'm like, that's not like I didn't tell him because I was not the head coach, but I told him later that's not necessary to get out. That's an out. Now you're losing momentum. And I'm like, I said to the head coach, everybody was clicking. It's clicking. People are getting on base. They're not the best players, but they're getting on base. You got to trust the guy behind you. Once you see everybody on base, you got to play smart, fundamental softball, smart base running. If you know you're not that fast, why are you risking to get thrown out?
Yeah.
Talk about that. Do you want to add to that anything?
Yeah, you just have to have trust in your teammates. You have to be smart about it too. While there are like individual plays on the field, it is a team sport after all. So you have to have trust in your teammates. You have to know that they will hit you in. And even like you said, if there's not a good player, which on our team we have so many strong players, but you have to know that they will do what they can to get on base, do what they can to make the out, make the play, steal a base if needed. We have pinch runners go in for our pitchers and catchers, like even having trust in them to score or know the situation in the field and tag up and go. There's just so much trust that you have to have in your teammates. And I think on our team that's a big thing. I can trust everybody out there to make the play and do what they need to do to win the game.
I think another big thing, not only is trust, your teammates know everyone on the team trusts them. And they know
Yeah,
you have confidence in them. And that's even bigger.
it is bigger. It's so important to know that like my teammates trust me or to have like my teammates know that I trust them. We make that apparent too. Like I make sure that my teammates know that they are supported out there. We cheer for them in the dugout. We know that they can do what they need to do to be the best that they can.
Yeah, so yeah, Abington Heights, they have everything going for them this year. It's again, I one of my favorite teams to watch this year because I love the game of softball, and it's just fun to watch good softball being played and against some very good teams. It's just special. So you played some strong teams like Valley View, Holy Cross, Freedom, again, one of the top teams in the Allentown area. Very good team. I've been following them in the past week. How do those games prepare you for a playoff run?
Yeah, well, we are going to see good pitching in playoffs. Like that is a definite. We're going to see batters that can smash the ball. So, playing good teams like that, we get to see situations, we get to witness like plays that make us think. We got to if we can just do everything easily, that's not going to make us better. Playing good teams like that make us think, put us under stressful situations. That's what we're going to see in playoffs. So, it best prepares us for that.
Another thing may sound like a um, what analogy I'm trying to use, repeating myself, I guess, is yeah, you played some very like Freedom is a very good team. Probably said that several times, and some other teams, and Emmaus you played, and they're not easy teams, and you win extra innings with both teams, and you beat them. Like you've been tested, you've been there. It's just special. It's a special team, and I just believe. I believe. I you know I just believe you might have a shot to win it all this year, and it's just awesome. I think no matter who you're competing against, I think you rise to the occasion even more. I think your team, especially Avery Brister, she rises to the occasion against tough competition.
Yeah, we got to work super hard if we want to go far. We have to keep playing a good game and even get so much better, 10 times better to go all the way to the end. But I
Yeah,
think if we keep working as hard as we can, we keep seeing good competition, playing good teams, we can definitely work our way there. But we have so much to work on, so much that we can still continue to get better at to make it that far.
most definitely. Um, and I always say, stay humble. Be confident, stay humble.
Hmm.
What's been the toughest pitcher or team you face so far this year? I don't think you have to say team, but let's go with pitcher. What's the toughest pitcher?
Yeah, well, we saw Abby call a little bit. She's a great pitcher. She's super fast, so we had to get on her ball. Same thing with Amelia Bell at North Pocono. She's a super strong pitcher. She has spinny pitches that we needed to jump on. Same thing with like the loyal sock pitcher that we played, Freedom pitcher, Mayas pitcher. They were all super strong pitchers, and we have to catch the spin, see where the ball is moving. We practice it at practice, even catch up with the speed. They're all really good pitchers. We got really lucky to see all these great pitchers this year.
And I like that your coach is trying to get tougher competition for you to play before playoffs. Because you got to see
Yeah.
different good pitchers, competitive pitchers, D1 pitchers, which Madison Pixler you played from Freedom.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so you get use of that speed of pitching when you're in playoffs.
Yeah,
Great
in
idea.
playoffs, you never know who you're gonna see, what pitches you're gonna see, what pitches they actually pitch, and the speed that they pitch at. So it's
Hmm.
super important to see a variety.
What's what's one thing that people don't see about the work you and your team put in behind the scenes?
Yeah, behind the scenes, like at practice, we try to stay so locked in. We get as many reps as we can, and we take advantage of the time that we do have on our field to get those reps in. So many players stay after practice to get more reps in hitting. We knew that we needed to be step up. We lost a couple great hitters last year, so more players needed to step up this year and fill those shoes of those great players. So we stay after practice. We do what needs to get done to um, do as well as we can in the game. We also like track other teams. We do our studying, I guess. We watch film. We try to get ourselves better in any way.
Good stuff there. Is there anyone on the team that doesn't get enough recognition? Either they're very supportive of their teammates, hard worker, um, everything you would want in an athlete that just doesn't get the recognition they get, they deserve. I mean,
Yeah, I think our shortstop Bella Durgi is having a really strong year in the field. She's doing great at shortstop. Same thing with our catcher. She's doing amazing behind the plate, throwing girls out on stealing. I think everyone really on our team, even our outfielders, we talked about Avery Vaneski, Brianna Bustos. And then already talked about Adriana Conrad, our pitcher, Evelyn Henkel's our first base. She's doing great too behind or at the plate. She's smashing the ball. She has some really great hits, great home runs. She had a home run over the weekend, which was super exciting. So I think every single person on our team deserves some recognition. They are doing so good. Everybody has stepped up this year.
Yeah, yesterday I have noticed. Again, I don't pay. I might not pay attention enough to something when I am at games, but I just probably doesn't happen often. Obviously, if I didn't notice it. But yeah, I noticed Raleigh, your catcher, she was throwing the ball to first base yesterday while they were trying to kind of lead,
Hmm.
and the first baseman was catching it. So that
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Hmm. Yep. We try to keep all the other teams on their toes. Riley likes to try to throw down, get them out at first, whether it happens or it doesn't happen. We still keep it up, keep trying.
Yeah. Hey, I love Abington softball. I've already said it. It's just you do everything you're supposed to do. I mean, even the outfield, I was at the game against Freedom. I think it was Avery Vaneski. Again, never seen this before. Maybe again, only my second year. I just opened softball. I always pushed, running fast for the ball, and don't slow down and get under it in the outfield. And I think it was Avery or someone was it right field. I think it was right field. Ran fast, and she basically got under the ball and caught it.
Yeah, we always go all out every inning. That's one of our mottos is to go all out every inning, give 100% or even more than that, everything you can give to leave out on the field. Go after the ball as fast as you can, charge the ball, keep running like everything you can to do what you need to do for the team.
And it's, that's what it takes, and that's why the program's so special this year. I have some fun questions here,
Yeah.
and then we'll wrap it up in a moment. Um, what's your walk-up song right now?
My walk-up song is it's a Disney song. It's from The Lion King. It's like the Asavenya song. It's a fun. It's not I like having fun when I go to
Yeah,
bat. It's not like a traditional walk-up song, but all my teammates know me. I love Disney music, so
yeah,
that's why I chose to do a fun Disney song.
cool. Yeah, some schools don't have the opportunity to have walk-up songs.
Yeah, we got super lucky. We have a nice facility to play at with a good scoreboard and a box that will play walk-up songs for us.
Yeah, it's definitely fun listening to some music when you're at a game. Who's the funniest teammate on Abington?
Oh, our team is full of funny people. We are all so funny, but probably Avery Brister or Adriana Conrad, Bella Duragi, Avery Vaneski. They're probably the four funniest people on our team.
And you play soccer, right?
I do, yes.
While you're playing, like during soccer season, are you still like practicing softball?
Yeah, I still go to my travel practices for Team Pennsylvania. I still practice on my own, hit on my own, field on my own. You can't just stop when another sport comes. So yeah, I practice every day. I lift too to keep myself ready for the season.
And if you're watching this podcast, the softball players are in junior high, they're JV, whatever. What
Hmm.
she's describing is what makes a good softball player all year long learning. And that's what makes Abington so special compared to some other schools who aren't as committed, some of their players, and they can't because it does cost money to play travel ball. But you don't need to be on a travel team to be a good softball player. You just
Yeah,
need
you
a
got to keep putting in the work.
Yeah, you just need a friend or two willing to work with you, or three friends. Go to a field somewhere, work on hitting, get a mentor, practice throwing. There's things you could do to improve your game without even being a travel ball if you can't afford it or something. So you
Yeah,
got to put in the work.
that's what's important on our team too. We Like if one of my teammates wants to go out and practice, I'll go out
Yeah.
with them. Anybody will go out with each other. I work with my first baseman on picks and stuff, so we all try to help each other out and make each other better.
And again, a train. But again, this area, a lot of softball players, and probably around the state, between travel ball, this and that, none of them know each other.
Yeah,
Very,
travel ball definitely builds a community of people. You get to play with different people, meet new people. Um, and so there's so many opportunities to find teammates to go out there and practice on your own, play together, even play a pickup game, a scrimmage
Mhm.
if you wanted to.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure. I'm sure if somebody in 7th and 8th grade reached out in the area, oh yeah, would you want to help me here? I'm sure you all be willing to if you have the time to help them.
Yep,
So
we would
yeah,
love to. We love to make everybody better and be the best teammate that we can.
yeah. So yeah, I'm just trying to make a point that yeah, if you want to get good at softball, be good at it. This area's grown, and you got to put the work in for sure.
Yes.
Um, one or two more questions, couple more questions. Um, yeah, I have like maybe 3 more questions and wrap it up. What's your favorite one or two? Name 1 or 2 favorite sports movies.
Ooh, sports movies. I love the classic, The Sandlot. It's a baseball movie. It's so funny. I have a couple of memories watching it with my
Yeah,
family and my friends. So that's definitely my top.
yeah. That seems to be a very common favorite movie.
Yeah.
Someone I interviewed in the morning said the same thing. Jesus, wind is breezy here. But yeah, that's a good show. I like the Field of Dreams. I like Remember the Titans, Glory Road. There was a whole bunch of them. That was always inspiring to me.
Yeah,
Uh,
those are all good movies too.
um, Name 2 favorite local restaurants in the Abington community.
In the Abington community, I definitely love Rosario's pizza and pasta. I go there with my friends to grab a slice of pizza or get some pasta. Or even like Armetta's, same thing, pizza, pasta. Those are two really good.
Nice. And I think you have Benny's up there, right?
Yes, we do.
Have you been there yet?
I have. I think it's really good too.
Yeah, we have a Benny's. Were started in Peckville, Pennsylvania here. I like their double. Well, hopefully they have good cooks up there, but it took them a couple months when they opened up in Peckville until their double crusted steak and cheese pizza became very good. Yeah, took a couple months, but now it's very good. Excellent. I love that. The double crusted steak and cheese pizza.
Sounds good. I've never had it, but maybe I should try it.
Yeah, you should. I recommend it. So, but yeah, it's been fun talking to you, and it's always a good time, especially when talking to girls from Abington and softball and the game I love and everything like that. But I wish you luck on the season. Hope you got the District 2 championship and that state title. I'm believing for you, and I really believe. Just stay humble, stay confident, stay focused, keep doing what you're doing, play hard, learn from mistakes, lift each other up, and remember what you did the last time when you're in close games. I always say the biggest teacher is experience. You beat 2 very good teams already. And again, similar situations in the playoffs. Just remember what you did in the past. That's something I did in my life. I did this before. We were here before, and this is the results. And kind of boosts your confidence up and motivates you a little bit. So let's get it done.
Yes, thank you. Of
Have a good day, and thank you for coming on here.
course, thank you.
Yep. And that was Eva Kane from Abington Heights. So yeah, my name is Jerica Canning. I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Andy's Pizza in Main Street, Peckville, Pennsylvania, and Tasty Freeze Ice Cream up in Scranton Carpenter Highway in Ironing, Pennsylvania. We'd like to thank our sponsors. We'd like to thank all those that donated this year. And so if you like our content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. and have a good day.
Cougars Cora Castellani hits a double. Abby Call crushes one deep to left. That ball is gone. Home run, Valley View to Neuro. Haley Copanetti wins, fires strike free. That's her weight strike out of the game. Ava Hazelton dealing today. Another ground out. She's done it, a no-hitter. Holy Cross Sabre Schmidt get 10 strikeout. Win league championship over Mid-Valley. Lakeland's Cameron and near steal second. She saved Abington's Adriana Conrad rounds the bases after a home run. Wow, what a hit! And Kate Reynolds rips one into the gap. She's flying around second, heading for third. Triple for Riverside. Cross the diamonds of Northeastern Pennsylvania, where Riveries run deep, where championship dreams are built, and the next generation of softball stars rise. This is where the stories are told. From walk-off wins to dominant pitchers, to the players rewriting the record books. From Division I battles with Valley View, Abington Heights, and North Pocono, to Division II powerhouses like Holy Cross and Mid-Valley, to the Division III contenders fighting every inning, Elk Lake, Blue Ridge, Montrose, and beyond. This is the show that brings the energy, the highlights, and the voices of the game. Hosted by Jarek Yurkanin. Quick ball, powered by Agape.